Number 4, LDB Lamar Dion Butler. Number 23, Noah Robledo. Number 25, Caitlin Higgins. And number 30, Dominic Shimura.
O'Neill here, and welcome to the Indy World Championship third place game. We are broadcasting live from Point Loma Nazarene University here in San Diego, California. Our third place game today features the ATX Knights and the New York Dragons. First bucket of the game goes for ATX Knights. First play of the game scored by Ethan Walker. ATX Knights come from Austin, Texas. Dragons come in as the number 3 rated team in the country.
Where's the roster, though? Jarrell, can I... Jay, do you want to sit down right here next to me? Here we go. Cool, man. Jarrell, can you give me a popcorn, please? Some popcorn, man. So do you want us to move down, or do I have this, or do you need it?
Here we go. Jalen Hammonds has had a nice week this week. Jai Smith going to the hole. He'll shoot 2. This is the 2017 IWC 8th grade World Series of Basketball at Point Loma University in sunny San Diego. All the viewers feel free to get on chat and ask us questions. Robledo with it up top, outside. Kimura, Robledo. What did Marcus Dodge.
Jai Smith and Robledo both just competed in the slam dunk contest. We'll keep an eye and see if there's any leg issues with both of them.
Kimura to the hole. Jai Smith showing some handles.
Three-pointer on the way. No good. That was Everton Brown, the New York Dragons.
KJ Adams, ATX best player, actually fractured his thumb last night, and he will not be available. He was a big loss for ATX.
ATX already having its work cut out playing the number 3 team in the country, the New York Dragons.
And the Dragons could have really been in the championship. They had a couple of plays they took off, and Seattle Rotary got by them.
Good ball movement by ATX results in a corner 3, no good.
Smith out of the gates.
Smith passing out of the double team. And the Dragons.
Looks like Jai Smith is having fun. He's got that smile on his face. You can tell he's just a 13-year-old kid. He's just having fun.
Dragons swing the ball around the perimeter, finds the way over to Smith on the wing, dumps it in the post, back out, three-pointer on the way, no good. That was Everton Brown again.
Ethan Walker up to Robledo. Robledo going to the cup.
No call, no bucket. Brown brings it into the front court. Ball swung back up to the top, Dragons controlling. Jaden Williams over onto the wing. Excuse me, Jaden Williams. Great tournament out here at the Indy World Championship so far. 2 more games left to go, third place game. And then the championship still left to come. Make sure you're tuning in.
Robledo making the play. This has been a 3-day event culminating in the championships today. We appreciate all of our sponsors and affiliates being involved. Point Loma Nazarene College.
Steal by ATX Knights on the run out. Shamura with the 3, no good.
Marcus Dyes corrals. It looks like Dyes suffering from some ankle issues. He looks a little hobbled right now.
Jaden Williams, 3, no good. Earlier tonight, we had the slam dunk contest. Miles Norris, Tayshawn Cherry, San Diego's very own, in attendance. Shamura blocked. And Knights throw it away on, or excuse me, the Dragons throw it away on the run out. Substitution for the Knights.
We've got a timeout on the floor. This is IWC 2017. I am Aubrey Gray with Jason O'Neill from Wire to Wire Sports and Indihoops. Tonight's stream produced by Crazy Ace Productions of Culver City.
Remember, if you chat us or leave us a comment, we will shout you out on the telecast and, of course, answer whatever questions you have. Early score, 6-2, Dragons leading the Knights. About halfway through already, 10 minutes in. Alrighty, resuming the action here. Again, this is the Indy World Championships. We're at Point Loma Nazarene College. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Oh, and he was up there. That was, of course, Noah Robledo for the ATX Knights getting up on the tip.
And Robledo was in the dunk contest, and he showed he's a high riser. He has no problem getting right around that rim and finishing that play.
Dragons.
New York, they've been able to take the air out of the ball a little bit this week, and I don't know if it's been good. It didn't get them to a championship, but it got them close. So their coach's strategy has worked to be patient on offense.
Dragons three-pointer. Three-pointer. Knights dribbling it up and down. ATX Knights, 3 on the way. And that's good as well. Ethan Walker. ATX Knights.
He came on the scene this spring in Oklahoma and really was a nice small forward for Coach Bryant, bringing consistency on the perimeter.
Ball inside to Smith. Smith and one. Oh no, doesn't make it, but is hammered. Jai Smith hammered on the inside, going to the line for it.
You can't talk on the telecast.
Foul on ATX Knights, number 23, Noah Robledo.
First person.
Smith misses the first. Or excuse me, no. Yeah, he missed it.
Jai Smith, a very highly rated 8th grader. He's had to play very tough this weekend, and we've seen his, he's shown his heart. Chimera with a layup.
New York Dragons being patient again. Just swinging around the perimeter. Three-pointer on the way, no good. That was Brown.
Kick out to Hammonds. Hammonds off the mark.
Second chance, no good. Robledo with the rebound. ATX with the run out.
Lamar Butler with a nice finish.
And the Dragons back into the attacking zone.
Who the hell is number 15? Late closeout.
That was a three again by Massey Jackson. The Dragons are basically just kicking the ball around the perimeter, waiting for the defense to shift and then shooting an open three.
Right, they're going to be patient. They're going to be very redundant and get the shot that they want.
ATX answers with the three of their own. That was from Lamar Dion Butler. Butler with back-to-back buckets for the Knights. And the Dragons. It's almost like a four-guard set the Dragons are running here.
Robledo with a steal. He'll control it. And I see this kid actually transitioning into a two-guard from a power forward. Looks like Robledo might be a little hobbled.
Chimera banks in a three.
Banks are open on Saturday.
And the Knights are back in front, 17-3. The Dragons, who had controlled the game early.
2000 IWC championships at Point Loma Nazarene College. We want to thank Top Gun. We want to thank Brian Hirschman, Top Gun Photography, Joel Hirschman, Chimera long range off.
Robledo tries to save it, but out of bounds. Substitution for ATX Knights. Out of the game, Lamar Dion Butler, who hit a couple of threes. Into the game, Caleb Higgins. ATX definitely has the advantage when it comes to bench. It looks like they have at least two reserves, while the Dragons...
Wow.
3 reserves to 2 reserves, it looks like. The ATX Knights have a couple more reserves.
Lamar Butler just tried to posterize somebody. Just a tad off the mark. Robledo will give Chimera a pick up top.
Robledo, that was a good-looking play. Good-looking play there from ATX as Robledo knocks down the three from Chimera. Back into their four-guard set.
Jalen Hammonds will control. He's the decision maker from the point guard position for New York. The kids from upstate really have toughness and resilience, and they're here in the third place game, but they could have easily been in the championship.
Three-pointer from Massey Jackson. Doesn't find the mark. And Chimera Brings it back up for ATX. They're going to call a turnover on that. I don't know about that call. It looks like Joshua Hunter for the New York Dragons poked that away, but they're going to call over and back.
Marcus Dyes entering the game for New York.
As well as number 24, Lo Montrilla. Ball swung up to Montrilla. Now over to Hammonds. Hammonds back up to the top. Ball over to Joshua Hunter. Into the corner to Dyes.
Dyes from the corner.
No good.
Just off the mark.
Ball collected by Lamar Dion Butler. He'll bring it into the front court. Knights 7-point lead, 20-13 at the moment.
3:30 remaining in the first period.
Great ball movement. Great ball movement there. Ends with a bucket for Caleb Higgins for the ATX Knights. Don't forget, hit us up on the live chat. We will shout you out, as well as answer any questions you might have for us.
Robledo with the rebound. Yeah, he's controlling. Back to Robledo. Looked like Robledo is taking over a little bit more of a point guard role later in this tournament.
ATX showing some patience now. Taking a page out of the Dragons playbook. Double team leaves Robledo open. He takes some fires.
Yeah, Robledo, this kid is a player. He'll definitely be starting on a varsity team next year. And
Dragons do not want to be doubling off of him.
He's an all-tournament selection. No, they don't.
Dragons with the ball. Josh Hunter. Over to Jalen Hammonds for three, and he knocks that down. ATX Knights with the ball. Robledo swings it inside. Back out to the corner. Three-pointer air ball.
Marcus Dyes drops it off.
And it's blocked. Robledo with the big block. Dyes collects it though and puts it in.
Marcus Dyes.
Dyes does look to be laboring. Something may be wrong with his leg.
Right. Marcus, I think, was a little banged up from yesterday, last night. They played a lot of games. I think they played 3. And it's just taxing on these kids. They're still kids at the end of the day.
Robledo misses a shot. And the Dragons lose the ball.
Robledo going straight to the cup.
Robledo picks up the ball, doesn't stop till he scores. And Robledo collects another rebound. He is doing it all in the first half. Just about 50 seconds remaining.
Well, they're missing KJ Adams. And so Robledo, by necessity, has to pick it up a little bit, and he's assuming that role. Robledo on a 2-man game. You can tell Coach Bryant, this guy, he's a former NBA guy. He's really on top of his kids about how they conduct themselves and how they execute. That's what separates him from a lot of these coaches in grassroots basketball and at the club level.
The Dragons are going to have to figure out something to do with that pick and roll. They are just basically having the help on the ball handler, leaving Robledo wide open.
It puts the defender in a precarious position because Robledo is so talented. He can go off the dribble. He can shoot the jump shot. So that obviously is what Coach Brian is trying to exploit.
Robledo made the first. Second is no good. So off the rebound, Dragons trying to control. Low Montrilla was trying to throw it off of ATX Knights player, but the ball will remain with the Knights. They're calling it off Montrilla. Shimura inbounds to Robledo. Robledo shake and bake. 3 in the quarter. Ho, ho, ho!
Robledo is hot. You see him moving around with swagger. He's bouncing. He has a bounce in his step, and he's a confident kid.
Dragons try to answer with the 3. It's an air ball. ATX on the run out ahead to Butler.
Off to Ethan Walker.
Walker doesn't make it, but Butler's going to collect the rebound, and they're going to hold for just the last shot. Shimura. 1 second remaining. Ball out of bounds on Montrilla. 1 second. Shimura at the buzzer, no good. Comes up short. So at the end of the first half, we have the ATX Knights 31, the New York Dragons 18. Exciting first half of basketball. And after an early deficit, the ATX Knights have rebounded to take the lead up by 13 at the half.
Yeah, Robledo has been the key. He's really taken a leadership role, and they're up because of him.
So stepping up with KJ Adams out, Robledo. Noah Robledo has stepped up in a big way. It is halftime. We will be back in 3.5 minutes with second half action. And don't forget, stay tuned for the championship. Following this game, 6 o'clock Pacific, we will be having the Indihoops World Champion. A second world champion will be crowned. Last year's winner, Thunderstruck, beating 43 hoops from Minnesota. Thunderstruck out of Florida. Make sure you stay tuned. Championship game yet to come.
This is the 2017 IWC World Championship 8th grade World Series of basketball at Point Loma Nazarene College in beautiful San Diego.
Second half action getting ready to start. Indihoops World Championship, third place game. ATX Knights versus New York Dragons. 16-minute halves. 16-minute halves is what we got going on here. 31-18 Knights with the lead. Knights, with a little change, it looks like number 25, Caleb Higgins, starting the second half. Much better adjustment by the New York Dragons, though. Basically everybody collapsing on Robledo there. But he blows the layup. Butler. No good, and he misses the layup of his own. Here comes... that bucket there by number 4, Mozzie Jackson. And you can see already immediately the Dragons have picked up the intensity. No good. But rebound retained by ATX Knights and thrown away. Leaves it for Smith. And he misses. There was a little contact there, but no call. With the pull-up three. No good. Doing his best Steph Curry impersonation with the mouthpiece. New York Dragons trying to answer. That was number 30, Everton Brown, with a long three that comes up short. ATX does not know what to do with this press. They have not had a set play coming out. Yeah, that was too long. We got a 10-second violation. Dragons have definitely stepped up the intensity here in the second half. Corner, Brown for three. No good. Off the top of the backboard. And here comes Chimura.
Chimura under duress. Off to Ethan Walker. Walker with a pull.
ATX is getting some good looks off the press, but has not been able to convert as of yet. Stuck on 31 points.
Robledo with a little ball transfer off to Chimera.
Walker inside, double clutch, no good. Gets his own rebound, no good again. Smith clears. And here come the Dragons. Josh Hunter. Hesitation. Ooh. The foul is called. I don't know about that call either. I'm going to try and avoid questioning all the calls from the refs here today.
The refs have done an exemplary job this whole week. They've really been on point and letting the kids play.
Great pass, but ball blocked. And Knights back with it the other way. That ball is thrown away. That ball was just thrown away. Nowhere to go with that. That was Lamar Butler. Didn't know what to do with the ball.
Butler just needs to slow down a little bit. Take your time and make a good play. And he's being scolded by his coach for making that call.
Absolutely. Dragons 11-point lead now for ATX.
Hammonds at the free throw line at 15.
Three on the way for the Dragons again, no good. Chimera clears.
Yeah, Chimera needs to stop dancing in the pack, Gordon. He needs to get it up. Right there, he was a little loose with it, got picked, and New York on the other side will convert.
The Dragons again on the run out. That was Josh Hunter.
The New York Dragons fans, you can hear them. They're here. All the way in California. Robledo to Ethan Walker. Walker will complete the layup.
A lot of contact there, no call. No call, Jaden. The Dragons coach is incensed.
A very boisterous coach the New York Dragons have. He's been politicking the whole way, trying to get his team, positioned to be able to win. So he can't blame him.
Line violation called on Robledo. And the Dragons with the ball back. Going inside of Smith.
Over to Montrilla.
Both coaches are giving it to the rest of this, but the rest of them probably start calling it a little bit tighter.
Yeah, they had to get control of the game a little bit. So you're gonna have to call some fouls. Stay on top of this game. There's Robledo going hard. Looked like a push, but no call. Hammonds with a euro, but off the mark. Robledo into Jai Smith. You got two athletes going up like that in the IWC World Championship. Kid 6'5" going against a kid 6'8". These guys are just going into 9th grade. Okay, these are varsity players, but still young guys, and they're still learning the game. So it's been quite a spectacle here in San Diego for the championships.
It looks like Smith needs a blow. He's asking the coach. For a sub, it doesn't look like. Here comes the sub in the form. It looks like Marcus Dyes set to check in for Smith. Smith appears to be a little gassed. Maybe the dunk contest wasn't the best idea.
Well, he really didn't want to participate, but he did it because he's out here in California, all the way from New York, and so he said he was going to do it, and he wanted to make those New York fans happy.
Oh, nice pass.
A nice entry. Hammonds will take the three. He's off the mark. Ethan Walker off.
The ref does not call it. No foul called. ATX coach Bryant is incensed.
Well, he just feels there's contact, and there was contact, but it's just the physicality of the game, and the kids have got to get used to it.
Here's the sub. Smith comes out of the game.
Smith needed definitely a blow.
Dies into the game. This is going to leave the Dragons especially short. They're going to need to make some of those shots that they expect to compete. And
Robledo looking to go off the no. He'll move it over to Chimera.
Butler with it on the wing. Over to Walker.
Robledo for the three, off the mark. Hammonds will push. Hammonds going into the teeth of the D, and he'll shoot two.
So both coaches have gotten a couple calls after the complaining.
Well, New York is so aggressive. Hammonds gets to the teeth of the defense, puts Chimera in a tough place, and he had to commit the foul.
Sub for the New York Dragons, Nas Hibbert into the game. Mozzie Jackson checking out.
We like to call him Nasty Nas.
Or Esco. ATX with the ball, Chimera. Chimera was looking for the corner. Let him
a lot of control for Chimera. They got the ball right into the guy they want to. Off the mark a little, but he stays with it. Robledo is playing hard. He's still running hard. He wants to win.
Oh. Ball is going to be called off of Chitlin Beavers for the ATX
Bryant
Knights.
was incensed about the call. He couldn't believe it. It definitely probably should have went his way.
Yeah. If they were going to call a foul, I didn't see that going off ATX. Hammonds, oh, nice play.
Hammonds to dies on the conversion, and it looks like the intensity is picking up in this third place game here at the IWC 2017 Championships.
Defense has definitely picked up. Second half scoring, it looks like the second half scoring is 6-7. And there's Robledo on the run out, and he'll finish that no problem. ATX Knights push the lead back up to 12, 37-25, 9:14 remaining second half. And all the work the Dragons have done is slowly coming undone.
I'm Aubrey Gray. This is Jason O'Neill for the 2017 IWC 8th grade World Series of Basketball at Point Loma Nazarene University in beautiful sunny San Diego, California.
We see you out there. There's 4 of you watching right now. Make sure to chat us, ask us a question, or just give us a comment. We promise to shout you out on the telecast.
DJ Bassassin on the mix. If you need his services, reach out to him on Facebook or on Instagram. He's available for booking.
$9:15 remaining second half. ATX Knights leading the New York Dragons 37-25. It will be Dragons ball. Currently, Noah Robledo, 18 points, leading all scorers with 18 points.
Yeah, today's been Noah's day. He has assumed that role. You know, KJ able to go.
That was on number 15, Sheila Beavers, first person.
Jalen Hammond at the line, shooting 2. Hammond already has 8 points on the day. Hammonds makes the second.
They're going to pick up full court.
Knights with the ball into the front court.
Butler with a smart decision to bring it out.
Walker looking for somebody to go to,
Walker
throws it away.
A very compromising area and got the turnover.
Hammond, oh wow!
With a nice jelly finish.
It looked like that.
Jelly finish. I know they're out there.
It looked like there could have been a foul on that as well. Again,
Certainly.
the press getting to the Knights. Oh, that should have been over and back. That should have been over and back.
Right now, New York really turning up the pressure. Their coach really is trying to really squeeze the life out of it.
Unit 1 Hoop Source wants to know, Aubrey, how do you guys feel about the Vegas Elite team? Thanks for watching, Unit 1 Hoop Source.
Vegas Elite is a great squad. Their coaching is high, very high level, and they have a number of guys who are going to be Division I players on that team. So we feel very very good about that team.
Yeah, Vegas Elite will be in the championship. That championship is yet to come. Make sure you stay tuned. ATX Knights and New York Dragons in the third place game. No Robledo. It has been Robledo's day.
Actually, a small note, side note on Las Vegas Elite. They were led yesterday by Pop Pop's Isaacs, who had 24 points. This kid was, making all the right plays at the right time. So big shout out to Pop for doing what he did and leading his team into this championship.
No Robledo on the inside, no good. Gets his own rebound and puts it back. Oh, he thought he was going to put it in, but he misses again.
Double dribble.
Wow, they're.
I don't know if that was a double dribble in New York, okay? But maybe out here they hadn't seen something like that. But that was definitely a
No Robledo checking out of the game, into the game for the ATX Knights. Number 25, Caleb Higgins.
7:12 to go. Shamira will try to beat the pressure herself.
Good call there, Hammonds.
Hammonds on the arm.
Definitely found there. Once again, big shout out to Unit 1 Hoop Source. Thanks for watching Unit 1 Hoop Source. Keep coming with your questions if you got them.
Yeah, also another note on Vegas Elite. Zion Collins, the point guard, he'll be going to attending Bishop Gorman, very dynamic guard. And the best is yet to come from this kid. He is a very high-level prospect. Ethan Walker, he'll shoot a nice turnaround. He's off the mark.
Dragons try to push it, but throw it away. And Shamir clears. He's doubled, looking for somewhere to go. He throws it away. Ends up in the hands of Ethan Walker, who puts it in. Wow. Good hustle by the ATX Knights there.
Montrilla.
Ball over to Naz Hibbert. In the corner. Three-pointer by Joshua Hunter, no good. And ATX Knights. The lead is back up to 12. Ethan Walker hammered on the inside.
Walker has started to become a lot more active. As I said, came on the scene pretty tough this spring at the IWC regionals that were in Oklahoma. A very formidable player next to KJ Adams, a complimentary kid, but he's had to step up as well with the loss of Adams.
Substitution for the New York Dragons. Everton Brown into the game. Lo Montrilla out of the game. Walker's second free throw. Walker's second free throw on the way. And that's good. The lead is 13, 42 to 29. The Dragons at this point really got to start looking at where those buckets are going to come from.
Yeah, the Dragons, I mean, they really don't have the inside presence. It looks like Josh Smith is not going to be entering the game right now. So they're lacking that, but they've got what looks to be 5 guards on the court. So they're going to have to mix it up and make some plays for each other.
Mozzie Jackson gets the and one to go. He's got a free throw to follow. This could cut the lead back to 10. 6 minutes to go, 5:55 remaining second half. Makes the free throw. We are back to a 10-point game. Walker's got a full head of steam. Oh, and he's blocked. Great play. Mozzie Jackson with the block.
The Maserati making the stop.
And here comes Robledo. Robledo is coming back into the game. Walker out of the game. We'll see if the Dragons can keep this momentum up.
An easy play to Robledo. He's off the mark.
Robledo struggled the second half as he continued to remain aggressive.
Hammonds with a Euro step, and he'll get 2 at the line again. The kid is creating opportunities for his team himself. Point guard.
Hammonds at the line for 2, makes the first. Got a chance here to cut the lead to 8 with 5:35 remaining second half. Robledo trying to take off, loses the ball. Gets to the head. Oh, and he is hammered. That is Caleb Higgins, who will be going to the line for 2. Nice pass by Robledo.
Big shout out. Brian Hirschman for making this thing happen. IWC 2017.
Caleb Higgins bricks the first free throw. Higgins, second free throw on the way. Makes that one. Caleb Higgins puts the lead up to 9. Hammonds with the ball in the front court. Oh, lots of contact there. They're going to get Shellen Beavers for the body.
Beavers, third person.
Oh, what a play. Mozzie Jackson on the dive, scores. And then there's almost a steal. And then there is a steal. There is the steal, New York Dragons. And there's another bucket. That is Nas. That is nasty Nas. Hibbert has cut the lead down to 5 points. And we got a basketball game, ladies and gentlemen. Shellen Beavers on the attack. No good. No call. And here come the Dragons again. Hammonds on the attack, no call. And they're going to call the ball to the Knights. I don't know. There is no review here, but I don't know about that call. That looked like it might have gone off the foot of a Knights player.
Yes, it's a subjective call. The refs are doing the best they can. And the ref made the call. He thought that, the way that it was going to go.
So a flurry here by the Dragons. The Dragons had 28 points with about 6 minutes to go, and in the last 90 seconds have scored 10.
The Dragons have upped the pressure, and it's all about their coaching and pressure.
5-point game, 4:32 remaining. However, that aggressiveness may start to bite them in the behind as they are now in the penalty. And the Knights will be going to the line for the rest of the half.
As I said, the Dragons ranked number 3 in the nation. They really could have been in the championship against Vegas Elite, but they made a couple of mistakes late, and it put them in this third-place game. But they are no slouch. Still a highly ranked and very highly competitive basketball team that believes they can win.
Steal again by the Dragons on the run out. Oh, and he blew the layup. Oh, but what hustle by Mozzie Jackson.
I really like Jackson. He has active hands and feet, and he's making things happen for his team. Another steal. Hammonds out, away from the competition. Dwayne Bryant will call the timeout. 44-42. The Knights hold the lead, but it's been tough. A lot of pressure. New York has turned it up. We're here at the 2017 IWC Championships. I'm Aubrey Gray.
And I'm Jason O'Neill.
We appreciate you being here. Any comments on YouTube, we will definitely answer.
And shout you out.
We will shout you out, and we will talk to you.
We are down to a 2-point game. The New York Dragons staging a furious comeback here in the second half. Cut the lead to 2 points.
I think they really thought about how far they've come this spring and summer, and they do not want to end on a losing note. This is the last competition of the summer for these kids. They'll be going back to school in the next couple weeks to start that freshman year of high school. I remember it like it was yesterday, but yeah, they're going to start that freshman year and have these beautiful memories of the 2017 IWC Championship.
Even more impressive, they've been doing all of this without the help of Marcus Dye and Jai Smith.
Yeah, Marcus Dyes and Jai Smith played so much early. 13-3 run in the last 4 minutes for the Dragons, and that's really prompted them. Hammonds to the cup. He's off. They get the rebound.
Unable to control it. Unable to control the rebound. ATX Knights with it and a 2-point lead. Butler. And they get the hand into Robledo. I think they're going to need to run this pick and roll with Robledo. Nope, they try and get in on the dive. He's got double team.
Ethan Walker's going to the hole. Made a bad play.
They need to go back to that pick and roll, and the Dragons throw it away.
Miscommunication between Mozzie Jackson and Hammonds. A little fatigue, I think, might be setting in.
ATX does get the ball inbounded. Robledo with the ball. He's going to swing it over to Butler. Butler back up to Shimura. Shimura back over to Butler. Walker. Oh, that was a great block there by the Dragons. And then a steal, and here we go.
Mozzie Jackson up the floor to...
Oh, what a hustle, as that ball was partially tipped as well. Oh, the scramble. Hammonds ends up with it. He's going to the cup. He gets fouled. And we'll be going to the line for 2 to tie the game.
I like Hammonds. I mean, right now, to me, he has some of that Isaiah Washington game. The Jelly Roll fam is definitely in the building today. New York has always been on the map, but they're represented well here in California. I don't have to speak as loud as him, though.
And we are tied. Hammonds make both free throws. 2:41 remaining. 44-44. Knights, Dragons, all tied up. Both teams now in the penalty.
Basically, we've got a 3-minute game.
Hammonds, what hustle by Hammonds, but they leave Walker out in front of the pack, and he's going to score.
Walker with a nice move, very patient, able to finish.
Hammonds, 3 out of the corner. Oh, in and out, heartbreak. That was on the way.
Robledo clearing.
Everton Brown didn't make it. And the Knights now with a 2-point lead. Butler, oh, nice pass by Butler. Butler finds Robledo on the dot.
Butler to Robledo in the midst of the play. Very, very good finish.
Robledo took care of the rest. And we are now down to 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 3-pointer out of the corner. Nas Hibbert, Colin Esco. And then they're going to get a foul on Nas Hibbert, trying to get a steal on Robledo. And both teams are in the penalty, so he'll be shooting free throws. 1-point game, 1:46 to go.
All right, Noah, take your time.
Second annual IWC, third place game.
Take your time, Noah.
Presented by Indihoops at Point Loma Nazarene College.
Last year's third place game was won by, was it won by Team Hard Work out of San Antonio?
Yeah, Team Hard Work. They Seals and Phillips, those guys were the conduits to be able to win. And it's much the same in this game. There's 2 or 3 guys that really play key roles in sealing up these victories.
ATX Knights and New York Dragons taking it down to the wire to win this one. Brown with a 3 from the corner, he hits it!
Hammonds to Brown.
Brown hits a 3, puts the Dragons up 2. 1:30 to go.
And this is no Jai Smith in the game. No Marcus Dyes, but this New York team is up by 2.
Robledo on the post entry, can't field the pass. And the Dragons up 2 with 1:16 to go, have the ball. The Dragons, who are already a patient team, are probably going to look to milk some time here. Mozzie Jackson And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Timeout, New York Dragons. 1:06 to go. And a 2-point lead for the Dragons. So 1 minute and 6 seconds to go in the game. New York Dragons leading to a 2-point lead. The Dragons trying to finish out their summer on the right tip. They actually won the East Regional to make it here to the Indy World Championships. The East Regional was the Indihoops Spring Fest in New Jersey. They defeated Team Final in the championship, won the automatic bid, and Jai Smith, who was not playing in this game, was the MVP. This game, Jalen Hammonds now with 18 points.
Here we go, ball in the right hands, Hammonds.
And the Dragons just trying to take the air out of the ball. Oh, and they get him trapped, Jamur and Butler. They get Jackson to step on the landline.
Yeah, Jackson, he was just moving a little too quick, didn't realize where he was on the floor. You've got to understand possession and time to make the right play. Robledo is going to take it and score the and one.
Robledo in the post. Big time play. Gets the bucket plus the harm. Going to the line for one.
Yeah, Noah, he's an all-tournament selection for IWC 2017. We will look for very big things from this kid in high school.
The free throw, we are knotted up at 50. The free throw to put him up is no good, and we're going to remain locked up. 30 seconds to go. We'll see what.
Now, right now, you got to let Hammonds make the decision. He's the guy with the ball in his hands late in the game. I see him creating something and something coming off some action.
And the ATX Knights seem content to let the New York Dragons have this last shot.
They've been very content all week to do that. Take the air out of it, make the decision, make the right call.
10 seconds.
Hammonds yo-yoing.
Spin into the lane. Oh, Eddie, wow. Big time finish. That is a big time finish.
That's what you call New York delivery.
That looked like special delivery, like G-Dep.
Okay, bad boy is in the building, most definitely.
So the Dragons take a 2-point lead with 2.9 seconds remaining. Great game here at the Indi World Championship.
Great game. Hammond makes the decision. He gets in the lane, spin move, score. New York.
That's going to give Hammond an even dub for the game.
Big shout out all the Indy staff. Jarrell, Pat, Jared, all the guys involved in this event to make this Crazy Ace Productions on the streaming.
And can you guys please hold on to the ball and not bounce on?
All righty, here we go. Aubrey, I think at this point you got to be looking to get the ball in the hands of Robledo.
It's been the Robledo and Hammond show. These two kids have really stepped up to the challenge to lead these teams to this third place championship.
See what Coach Bryant has drawn up.
A little Grant Hill.
Oh, and they got it. Oh, and Hammond.
And New York.
The Hammond show.
Will seal it. 50-52. The Dragons will go home. IWC third place champions.
Jalen Hammonds second half played stellar. Back. And the New York Dragons, without two of their best players, win the 2017 World Championship, third place. Coming up 45 minutes from now. 45 minutes from now, 6 o'clock Pacific time, we will have the championship of the Indy World Championship. Right before the championship, we will have closing ceremony. Stay tuned. Quick before we sign off, Unit 1 Hoop Source. Absolutely, big time players from both teams. Great game, absolutely. Thanks for watching, and make sure you tune in for the championship. We'll see you soon.